I cut off the lion's mane. Wake up sleeping lion, then you shall feel the pain. Tell me no want you over and over again. If you go to capture, now go 10 game. Man, accustomed to the tropical rain. Roar, 10 million figure I will stop at the serpent to protect the old.
Ora shalom makiam ka Allah yanawa Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Hashem Rakakadash. And honors unto you, others apostles of great millstones, salutations to you, sincere Akimote, who are doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Hashem Rakakadash. Welcome to you, Akimote. You know, at a certain time, beginning actually when you start understanding and walking in faith, in truth and sincerity, there's a point whereby things just start getting somewhat overwhelming. It just feels like it's just too much. Even all the prophets, the men of old, have went through this. They've went through this predicament of feeling as if it's just too much. But Yahweh Shemashai, He's not unrighteous to put more than you can ever be able to bear. He's the just power. This Habakkuk chapter, start of it 1:1, says the burden of which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord, how long shall I cry? Thou wilt not hear. Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. But we have the understanding, you know, when you look at things carnally, trying to reason with your carnal thoughts, as the most of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, you Israelites out there, the most of them out there, their perception and understanding is all carnal. Well, it is all carnal. They fail to remain spiritual. They're not leaning unto Yahweh Shemashah, but leaning towards their own understanding, trying to use logic to reason with the circumstances around them, trying to find a physical, carnal solution to their problems. But we understand there's a spiritual side. The physical that we see today, it is as a result and a manifestation of the spiritual failures of our people, of our nation, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. And we need to learn some of the things we need to start relearning is to rely upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Not leaning, let me get this in Jeremiah 17 very quickly. Let's go to Jeremiah, chapter 17. Let's go to Jeremiah 17. Okay, so Jeremiah chapter 17. So Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 7 says, Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, whose hope is the Lord. It says, and whose hope Yahweh Shemashah is. And now let's jump to verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things. It says the heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? It says, I, the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, searcheth the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his way, and according to the fruit of his doings. The actions, the thought, how do you deal with your situations around you? How do you deal with this oppressive state that we find in ourselves? Are you trying to seek a carnal solution, a physical solution? So the curses that we under by Yahweh Shemashah through us being disobedient unto our power. If that's the way you're looking at things, how are you seeking to resolve the issue at hand? These curses being under the rulership of the nations, the Most High will reward you accordingly. Things will keep getting worse and worse of course you're going to catch hell. Of course you are, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, and be patient when thou change your Lord estate. It is a must. But you're not going to be catching hell 24/7, year around. Every single day of the whole year, you're just catching hell constantly. It doesn't happen like that. Yahweh Shemashah does not do that. So in those times when you're going through your tribulations, when you're getting overwhelmed, what do you resort to? Do you go back and refer back to the scriptures? Or do you still remain being carnal? Feeding the flesh, the weak nature. Are you feeding off the weak nature when you're being overwhelmed? If that's the case, that should stop. That should stop. Let me go back to Jeremiah 17. Let me see, Jeremiah chapter 17. Let me see. Verse 7, Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 7 says, Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, whose hope the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is. It is one heck of a blessing to have Yahweh Shemashah on our side. And verse 9 again, Jeremiah 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Just like the seasons, they change. Even the man's understanding at times, if you're not leaning toward the spiritual side of Yahweh Shemashah, leaning onto Yahweh Shemashah, the HaKadosh, to your guidance, you're gonna end up fucking things up quickly without you even realizing. By the time you realize, it might as well be too late. And then will come that time when Yahweh Shemashah will give accordingly to the fruits of your doings. Let's go back to Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 2 says, O Lord, how long shall I cry? Thou wilt not hear. Even cry unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. And even goes into Yahushua when he was doing the parable, when he's speaking about the wicked slothful servant. Let's go to this in Matthew. Let's get this other precept in Matthew. Now this book of Matthew, chapter 24. And let me see. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 48. It says, but and if the evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and to drink with the drunken, falling off, a dog returning to its own vomit, because of failing to revert back into the comfort zone, the true only comfort zone that we have, and that is in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through the HaKadosh. That's the only peace that we have in this place, in this wicked and perverse world that we're living in. That's the only comfort that we have, the only comfort zone that we have. It is into dedicating our lives for the lives of which we're given unto us by Yahweh Shemashah. We're not even of our own selves to begin with. It says, but and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and to drink with the drunken, till the Lord of that servant shall come in the day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And you don't want to have the taste of that. You don't want to have a taste of that. Of judgment of Yahweh Shemashah, that's the last thing you want. We are crying in righteousness, but still applying the balance and understanding. We've been placed here to serve the indignation, for the indignation of Yahweh Shemashah, the wrath that has befallen us. We're supposed to be of good cheer, as it tells you in the book of Baruch. Shortly, the visitation shall come upon the nations, and those who are of the children of disobedience, the 2/3, will be cut off. All praise and glory be unto Yahweh, Shemashah, Hashem Rakakadash, and on us and to you, those apostles, salutations to you, since Yakim out there, Yahweh, Shemashah, Hashem Rakakadash, Bakatham, Jodi Yakim out there. Shalom.